You know what I've come to believe? Courage is the foundation. It's the spark that lights everything else. Before anything meaningful can happen in your life, before the growth, the change, the wins, courage has to show up first. Think about it. It takes courage to leave a job that no longer serves you. It takes courage to hear no, to face rejection, to risk being misunderstood. Without that first step of bravery, nothing else really gets off the ground. And here's the thing. Courage isn't something you either have or you don't. It's not black and white. The real question is, how much courage are you willing to show? I have courage because I've had to earn it. I've had those hard conversations. I've made those tough choices. I've stepped into the unknown when everything in me wanted to stay comfortable. That's where courage lives, in the doing. Growth demands it. So does learning. Even sitting here sharing this with you, yeah, that takes courage too. But courage isn't about applause. It's not about medals or trying to be anyone's hero. It's deeply personal. It's that gut feeling inside you that whispers, "This is right for me," even when it's scary. There's this quote from Shakespeare I love. "Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once." What does that mean? Not that brave people never feel fear, but that they feel it and keep going anyway. So here's the takeaway. Whatever you're facing right now, do it afraid. Show up, step forward. Because courage, that's where everything truly begins. A lot of people are gone now, and not just physically. A lot of people have let their dreams die while they're still alive. They've left their ideas to gather dust, their talents, their potential, their true selves, all buried inside, untouched, unexpressed. And why? Because they didn't have the courage to be who they really are. That's the tragedy most people never talk about. It's not just about missed opportunities. It's about a life unlived. So as you start thinking about your future, your purpose, your greatness, you've got to know something. It's gonna take everything in you. Everything you've got. Your life deserves that kind of commitment. Ask yourself, how can I show more of who I really am? How can I bring my ideas to life? Now, not later. How can I stop waiting and start living with urgency? Because the truth is, you're here today and you could be gone today. That's not meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up.
Life doesn't come with guarantees. There's no perfect timing, no certainty, just this moment, right now. So if you've been holding back, what are you waiting for? What has waiting really given you? What has hiding your dream, your voice, your passion actually done for you? For many of us, the real reason we're stuck isn't because we don't have the tools or the talent. It's because deep down, we still think failure is the end of the road. We think if we try and fall, it's over. But that's a lie. Fear doesn't just make us cautious, it paralyzes us. It numbs us. It convinces us to sit still when everything in us is screaming to move. But here's the truth. Failure isn't final. Regret is. So let this be your moment. The one where you stop waiting. The one where you choose courage over comfort. The one where you finally give yourself permission to live. Fear can feel like a prison. And the longer you stay in it, the smaller your world gets. But here's the truth. You have the power to break out. And not just break out, but to return to the same place you once failed and win there. That's redemption. That's growth. You show me anyone who's reached greatness, anyone you admire, and I'll show you a past full of failures, setbacks, and lessons they had to learn the hard way. The difference is they didn't let failure define them. They saw it differently. And if you can shift your perspective on failure, if you can stop seeing it as the end and start seeing it as part of the path, your whole life will change. Stop saying you're not enough. Stop convincing yourself you don't have what it takes. You want your future? Then get up right now. Say it. I'm getting up. I'm doing this again. I'm trying again and again and again because this is who I am. I wasn't made to live stuck. I wasn't made to live small. You were created for purpose, for something meaningful. not to sit in the corner of fear watching your potential fade. There's a quote I love: "Courage is the most important virtue, because without it, you can't practice any other virtue consistently." And it's true. Without courage, kindness fades when it gets tough. Discipline breaks when things get hard. Integrity crumbles under pressure. And here's the thing about courage: it's not the absence of fear. It's showing up while you're scared. If you pretend to be brave while your heart is racing and your hands are shaking, that's real bravery. Yes, risk is scary. Yes, going after something that matters can be uncomfortable. But do you know what's scarier? Staying stuck in a life that doesn't fulfill you.
Chasing something meaningful will cost you. It will cost you comfort. It will cost you your excuses. It will cost you fear. But it will reward you with freedom, with purpose, with the life you were born to live. And here's the best part: courage is contagious. When you start walking in it, people around you feel it too. So rise up. Not tomorrow, now. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just need to move forward, one brave step at a time. There's something powerful about being around courageous people. There's a kind of energy they bring. It's steady, bold, unshaken. And courage comes in all forms. Sometimes it's physical. Sometimes it's mental or emotional. But whatever form it takes, it's magnetic. That's why who you surround yourself with matters. Be around people who live with courage, not people who blend in, follow the crowd, and only say what's safe and expected. Not cowards, not critics, not those who settle for a life of comfort and conformity. See, there are so many ways to break out of the routine, dull, half-lived life the world tries to box us into. But the real question is, can you do what it takes? Can you stay committed to your purpose when it's hard? Can you show up, follow through, and do the work consistently? Can you stay disciplined when no one is watching? Can you stick to your values when it would be easier not to? And above all, do you have the courage to walk the path meant for you? Because here's the truth. If you made the decision right now to live with courage, to stop playing small, to actually act on that dream that's been living inside you, what would your life look like? Just imagine that. Fun fact, did you know the word courage comes from the French word for heart? Real courage is about living from the heart. And that takes strength most people never tap into. Most people go through life holding back. They don't want to step out too far. They're afraid of being tossed around by the winds of change, afraid of being seen or getting hurt. But you don't have to live like that. It takes courage to face life's chaos, courage to trust yourself, courage to love yourself, courage to take a risk, courage to be fully, unapologetically you. So be bold, be steady, be unwavering. Stand firm in who you are and what you're here to do. Live with heart, live with courage, and don't just survive, rise. Step out of the shadows, step into the light with everything you've got. Run after what matters. Keep giving, keep showing up, keep believing in what you can't fully see yet. Keep pushing forward, even when it's hard. Because here's the truth. It's not the critic who counts. It's not the person on the sidelines pointing fingers, not the one saying how you should have done it or how they would have done it better. The real credit belongs to the one in the arena, the one with skin in the game, the one covered in dust, sweat, and maybe even blood, the one who keeps fighting, who falls short again and again, but refuses to quit. Because even in failure, they dared. They showed up. They gave it their all. And there's something deeply honorable about that. So I'm asking you, listen to yourself. No, really, listen to what your heart is trying to tell you. I've started doing it more and more. And you know what I've found? My feelings, they've been right. I just had to stop ignoring them. Look at your life. Not 5 years from now, but today. Is what you're doing lighting you up? Does it fit? Does it feel like the life you were meant to live? If the answer is no, if you feel something pulling you towards something else, pay attention to that. Don't let that inner doubt shut you down. Don't let fear build a case for why you can't. That voice in your head saying you're not ready or you don't have what it takes, it's lying. There's something inside you that knows what you're meant to do. So, chase it. Run toward it even if it scares you. And when it gets hard, and it will, keep going anyway. Because that is what courage looks like. There's always that voice, either inside your head or coming from the outside, trying to tell you you're not good enough. But you have to learn to tune it out.
Ignore that inner critic. Ignore the noise from everyone else who doesn't see what you see. They don't know your story. They don't get to define your limits. Don't judge what's possible for you based on your current circumstances. Because where you are right now, that's not who you are. It's just where you are, temporarily. Your potential isn't locked into your surroundings. Your value isn't tied to how much you have or don't have right now. Don't limit your vision because of what's in your bank account or how things look on paper. Your present situation is not your final destination. You're capable of so much more. Your possibilities, they're unlimited, especially if you're in a rebuilding season. Coming back from loss, failure, heartbreak, or disappointment, this is your comeback story in the making. You may have failed. You may have lost money, time, opportunities, but none of that defines you. In fact, those so-called losses, they're investments in wisdom, in growth, in strength. That's the beauty of being human. You get to rise again. You get to rewrite your story starting now. So start listening to yourself. Start trusting that inner whisper telling you there's more. Take the first step, even if it's small. Start moving toward that dream, even if you can't see the full path yet. You don't need all the answers. You just need to begin. Because once you do, once you stop waiting and start walking, you'll realize everything you need to build a new life is already inside you. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. And you'll be amazed at what starts to happen.
Doors will start to open. The right people will begin showing up in your life. You'll catch yourself thinking, where did you even come from? Ideas will spark out of nowhere. Things will click. Momentum will build. It's like a chain reaction, but it all starts with focus. The moment you lock in on what you want, really focus, things begin to shift. Because what you give your energy to grows. What you pay attention to expands. And as you stay focused, something deeper starts to happen. Your mindset evolves. Your confidence grows. And slowly, your greatness begins to rise to the surface. From that focus comes commitment. From that commitment comes passion. And from that passion, you unlock a strength inside you that's always been there, but you haven't tapped into it yet. See, the power you hold, it won't show up unless you call on it. It won't rise unless you test it. You've got to put yourself in situations where backing down isn't an option, where there's no plan B, no retreat, just you and the moment. It's sink or swim. And you know what? That's when you discover just how strong you really are. That's when you develop swimming skills you never thought you had. That's when you realize you're built for this, because there's something magical about being pushed to the edge. It unlocks creativity, it fuels action, it inspires greatness through desperation. So don't wait until everything's perfect. Start now. Lean into the discomfort and watch yourself rise. You're about to become more creative than you've ever been, more resourceful, more alive. But first, remember this: all you can do is all you can do. And if you truly give it your all, that is enough. So give it your everything. Leave nothing on the table, because as you look ahead, you get to make a choice from this moment forward.
Look at your life. Really look at it. Your relationships, your work, your family, your future. Look at your mental health, your emotional life, your spiritual growth. Ask yourself, am I doing all I can to grow? Am I showing up for myself in every area of my life? Make a decision. From now on, you're going to bring your full self to the table. You're going to pour out your talent. You're going to contribute something real to this world because you were meant to. And here's what I know for sure about you. There is greatness inside you, not just potential, power. As you look to the future, remember this: your life is worth the effort. Every bit of it. Is it easy? No. Will it stretch you? Absolutely. But is it worth it? 100% yes. Maybe you failed in the gym, in your finances, in your education. Maybe you've been knocked down more times than you care to admit. But none of that defines you. What defines you is whether or not you get back up. So right here, right now, I'm asking you, get up. Try again. You're needed. Not just by the world, but by yourself. Your future is waiting, and it's worth fighting for.